641, so he has some slight advantages in the HP factor, as well as the fact that, well, I don't know if Megazero is really going to come out ahead of that one. They both kind of just use their broken wings and almost miss each other a little bit. Went out after those broken wing stacks are expunged, as well as survive those runic blade trades. Just look at Cris right now. Hits level 2 early. The defensive masteries, he's barely taking damage from Megazero, forces it down to 1 bar.
And when you're shoving the lane, you're going to get XP at a faster rate naturally. So, you know, slight mistake from Megazero there. That's going to cost.
Between Megazero going back, picking up some health potions, and Cris going back and picking up that rejuvenation bead, which means that Chris's longevity in lane is there a little bit more. Megazero now kind of chasing him out. Cris waits in that brush, though. Valor's backwards, using the vision to his advantage here. Pops the barrier. Megazero still has his own barrier up. Cris actually misses that last broken wings right there, trying to run away from Megazero, force him to use his own. It's coming out a little bit worse for that one. He's got to be careful. Megazero has a lot of creeps, too.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit worse for this one. He has less HP. The rejuvenation beads are ticking away, helping him out a little bit in this one. But Megazero still actually, I was going to say he still had a health potion, but he just winds up using it right then and there. So now Megazero is being the one to try to push Cris back into the tower. Both of them have their teleport down. Cris has hit level now. So Megazero, he has this full wave here. He won't quite hit 6 off of just this wave or farm on this one. Megazero, though, he might not be having any of this. He's coming back to go fight Cris.
Yeah, Megazero is level 6, and he's definitely willing to go all in here on Cris. Cris is going to leave out of bounds, but that's okay because he is indeed being chased and is allowed. Megazero is going to let him go with the half HP. Cris is actually going to stay and fall.
Used one of his own, gone down to 3, whereas Cris so far has had to chug through 2 of his own. Megazero smells blood, decides to zone for a power spike over Megazero. We'll have to wait and see, though, because he can't let Megazero get free shots on this tower. We've already seen Megazero, I believe, take down the tower as a victory condition twice in this tournament.
Yeah.
He's matching him here, despite Cris going for that very heavy defensive strategy. Pops the Blade of the Exile very early on. Wants to try to get in here, get some damage down on Megazero. Definitely, Cris actually, the Blade of the Exile gets popped for Megazero. Cris doesn't have his own, so Megazero's going to get some free damage right here. Goes in with the Valor. There's the Wind Slash afterwards. But Megazero gets stunned in tower range. Still got the barrier in his back pocket, though, so he's going to wind up burning that one. Cris thought he had barrier, goes down, and actually, bottom lane, the minions take down the towers, and Megazero actually has a slight gold advantage, but oh, good guy Megazero saying, I won't use that gold.
Yeah, actually the...
We'll have to see about this one. Actually, Megazero hits level 10 early, so I don't know about that one, but Cris is going to try to go in here. Winds up using that key burst, has the Blade of the Exile. Wind Slash goes out, means he has a decent amount of HP in this one. Cris actually getting jumped on again here. Megazero gets stunned with the key burst there. Has the extra regeneration, the extra armor, and the block there. Megazero once again takes Megazero, same exact thing. Both of them are basically on the same timer as I'm clicking back and forth between the two of them. Megazero, though, looks to be in a bit of a better position than Cris. We'll see if this is one of the first matches we see actually go to Blade.
What we're going to do here, maybe Megazero just leaves lane and lets Cris have some XP or something like that.
Oh, the tower, though, it's in a very dangerous spot. Megazero goes in, realizes Cris is defending it. He takes the tower and takes shoving Megazero back into that tower lane. However, this time around, Megazero is, we'll have to see what he wants to do because he doesn't have a lot of gold in his pocket. He just spams health potions. Cris has gone back, picked up 5 health potions, and he's immediately teleporting back into lane. Now, this is actually a very interesting proposition now because Megazero, he has experience advantage at this point. One thing he doesn't have, though, is health potions. Cris has those in his belt. Cris, but Cris might live because of those health potions. It's kind of an interesting thing here, and it looks like Cris, well, with those health potions taken away, it's not doing the most for him in this trade here as
Megazero in the past few games takes the Doran's Blade, and he's more than happy to just sit in lane. Even if he's at a little bit of a low HP value, he still just has that Doran's Blade and just chills in lane and makes sure to get really strong CS numbers coming out. While the enemy, you know, they might want to aggress on.
Also, Cris, whether it's going to be in smaller amounts, it's still going to be dishing out that damage more consistently. Megazero actually fighting underneath some creep damage here, trying to push Cris back into his own. We'll have to see here. Megazero does have the experience advantage. Is he going to wind up hitting level 6 anytime soon? He might be coming out a little bit better in this one. He goes in on Megazero, though. Megazero's got to be extremely careful. He has to run away. Can Cris push Mega?
That's not hit level 6.
Oh, but he's actually going in right here. Uses the Broken Wings combo. Did not actually utilize the...
So he's really, you know, values that defense in his runes, his masteries, his items, everything. But Megazero goes all in with his ultimate right here.
Yeah, both of them had that Blade of the Exile pop. Wind Slash not yet up. Cris actually burns the barrier. Megazero doesn't attack him through it at all. Cris taking a lot of damage here. The Wind Slash yet available still. Barrier goes off for Megazero. Cris trying to run away. Megazero's going to get the full combo and the last Broken Wings for style. Gonna